Hi, I'm Mark Gregg, and this is a demonstration of the Ultimate Tube amplifier and also a hookup guide for the amplifier, the built-in attenuator, and the amp head switcher, all of which are in this one little box. Basically, the hookup is just two guitar cables and two speaker cables. You plug your guitar in to where it says guitar in. You plug the external amp into where it says external amp. And then the hookup on the back from left to right, you have your foot switch hookups, which are marked, and the AC input. Here's your speaker out that goes to your cabinet. Here's the amplifier speaker input that comes from your amp head into the attenuator and head switcher part of the amplifier. You also have a preamp input in case you want to use an external preamp, and it will drive an external preamp. And then I have a patch cable in the effects loop. I'm using it as a driver right now, an extra boost. So that's the hookup. Basically, very simple. The controls on the front are for the tube amp section is volume, treble, and bass. Basically, that handles the drive and the tone of the tube preamp and tube power amp section. Now, the third section, the post amp section, which handles strictly volume chores, are these two volumes, and you can toggle between these two volumes with the foot switch. So basically, you can set two separate volumes with the same tone. Kind of cool. And then we'll be switching back and forth between a high watt and the Ultimate Tube amp. You can do this with a combo amp as well, and use the internal cabinet on the combo amp. So basically, right now it's set for the Ultimate Tube amplifier, I believe. Yes, that's the. Okay, let me show you the foot switches. And the foot switches come with the tube amplifier, and basically the foot switches are two switches with two buttons each. They have built-in LEDs that are powered from the tube amplifier itself. You can see the LEDs. They light up. You don't need any external power or anything. So basically it's just very self-contained. Now what I'll show you is how it switches between amps, between the internal amp and the high watt. Here's the Ultimate Tube amp. Okay, and here's the high watt. You can hear the high watt set kind of clean. It's a little clean. That's the high watt. Here's the tube amp. So I sort of have a clean, dirty thing going there between the two amplifiers. You can get a ton of tones that way, of course. The next button on this foot switch is the loop. Basically what the loop does is drive, it's a buffered effects loop that's true bypass, so you can kick it in or out and it doesn't affect the tone when it's out at all. When it's kicked in, you can set it to whatever volume you want to drive either a stomp box or a rack unit. And right now we've just got it patched in with a cable and set for a little boost. So. Ultimate Tube amplifier. Okay, so it's a cool sound, a little boost, you know, if you want to use it that way. Pretty useful little function. Okay, next to it we've got the boost function for the Ultimate Tube amplifier. There's a built-in 9 dB boost that is already preset for 9 dBs, and it just gives you a good kick in the seat. It's very clean and even. It doesn't have a bump or any roll off. It's just like a perfectly straight wire boost. You can hear it cleans up nicely even when it's engaged. Actually works on the external amp too. Let me kick it back to the high watt. This is the high watt. Here's the high watt with a boost. offers for your external amp. Okay, the last button we have here is volume 1 and 2. This basically toggles between the two different volumes on the Ultimate Tube amp, and it also works with the external amp. So you've got a volume there. Hear the difference, and you can set the two volumes independently to any volume you want. They don't affect the tone or coloration at all. Gives you a lot of tonal and headroom possibilities. On the external amp as well. So here's the high watt. There's a high watt, and here's the volume boost with the high watt. Any perceived change in tone is basically a function of just pure volume. It has nothing to do with the two volumes at all. It's just sounds fuller when it's louder, obviously. So basically that's it, and it's all in here. Basically, the Ultimate Tube amplifier is also an Ultimate Attenuator and a head switcher as well, one-button head switcher. So it also mutes the inputs on the unused amps. So very safe to use. Has a 200-watt load capacity for the external amp, and just a heck of a great tone.